With viewers fleeing The Real Housewives, RHONJ Season 14's numbers don't look as bad. We hate to be the bearer of bad news, but The Real Housewives is fading. The long-running Bravo franchise encompasses countless shows, but public opinion is shifting, and viewers aren't as interested in toxic drama as they once were. Consequently, viewing figures are falling across the board. Earlier this year, The Real Housewives of New Jersey caught a lot of heat for taking a hit in the ratings. Season 14 attracted an average of 732,000 viewers and a 0.19 rating among adults 18 to 49, down from the 880,000 and 0.26 rating the previous season secured. However, we must stress that Season 14 aired without the typical three-part reunion. For reference, the 3 reunion episodes for Season 13 were the only episodes that season to crack 1 million viewers, so there's every reason to believe that the erosion year to year may not have been substantial had Season 14 had a reunion. With The Real Housewives of Dubai, The Real Housewives of Orange County, and The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, all currently on the air, and not coming close to RHONJ's numbers, critics may have been too hasty in ruling the series out. RHONJ's reboot may not make many changes. These shows make up a lot of viewing post-air date through Peacock and DVR, but you can spot the pattern in the deterioration of live viewers. With Andy Cohen and those closest to RHONJ teasing a reboot of sorts earlier this year, there's now a genuine possibility that the changes will be minimal because the show is still outperforming every other city aside from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. RHOB has long been the diamond of the long-running franchise, but with every other show taking a hit, it will be interesting to see how it holds up when it returns to Bravo later this year. There was much criticism for RHONJ this year, but network executives and producers may be worried that ratings could dip more season to season than anticipated if the wrong casting decisions are made. With this tremendous divide between the cast of RHONJ, there's a good chance the ladies could repair their issues if producers give them an ultimatum to hash out their differences or be let go. Losing big personalities could harm RHONJ. Despite viewers calling for changes, parting ways with one of the big personalities, like Teresa Giudice and Margaret Josephs, could alienate too many viewers, causing the numbers to take a big hit. Despite being one of the most polarizing faces on reality TV, Teresa has many fans who have been invested in her storyline for over a decade. A complete revamp of RHONJ was a foregone conclusion just a few months back. Now the network's decision to delay casting Season 15 seems more like it could have been to take a wait-and-see approach to assess whether the other shows lost viewers. We can only wait for news on the series' future, but it will be interesting to see whether or not we enter RHONJ Season 15 with fewer changes than anticipated. With the dawn of a new year comes another season of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, RHONJ, but this time the show enters its 14th installment under a haze of skepticism. As fans of Bravo's glitzy reality universe observe a larger trend of diminishing viewership across the franchise, RHONJ's numbers don't look as bleak in comparison. However, the narrative is far from straightforward. The show's relative stability amidst a turbulent landscape of audience exodus paints a fascinating picture of loyalty, evolution, and strategy. The state of the franchise. Across the board, the Real Housewives franchise has been facing what can only be described as a reckoning. Once celebrated for its addictive cocktail of glamour, drama, and outrageous characters, the formula seems to be showing signs of wear and tear. Franchises like The Real Housewives of Atlanta, RHOA, and The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, RHOBH, have experienced sharp declines in ratings. While some blame oversaturation, with too many cities diluting the brand, others point to a shift in viewer preferences. Audiences today demand authenticity, and many housewives are accused of manufacturing drama for the cameras. Social media, a double-edged sword, has also played a role. While it keeps fans engaged, it spoils storylines and intensifies real-life feuds in ways that often alienate fans. In this context, RHONJ's steady performance emerges as an anomaly worth examining. Season 14's premiere numbers hovered at a modest yet respectable 1.2 million live viewers, with a significant boost from DVR and streaming platforms. By no means groundbreaking, these numbers still hold weight when juxtaposed with RHOA's season premiere, drawing under 800,000 live viewers, a sharp fall for a series that once boasted over 3 million. The recipe for RHONJ's resilience. What makes RHONJ's audience stick around when other franchises struggle? For one, the show's core narrative, a deep dive into familial bonds and betrayals, continues to resonate. Unlike other cities where the cast shift dramatically every few seasons, RHONJ's key players, like Teresa Giudice, Melissa Gorga, and Dolores Catania, have remained consistent. This continuity allows viewers to invest in long-term story arcs. Teresa Giudice, the franchise's beating heart, remains a polarizing yet magnetic figure. Season 14 kicks off with her wedding to Louis Ruelas, still casting long shadows over her relationships, especially with her brother, Joe Gorga, and sister-in-law Melissa. Fans have been debating the fallout since last season, and the intrigue keeps them coming back. Another factor is RHONJ's adeptness at balancing drama with levity. While fights erupt over loyalty and betrayal, the cast's moments of humor and camaraderie offer viewers a breather. The familial warmth, whether genuine or grudging, sets RHONJ apart from its counterparts that sometimes veer into relentless hostility. The social media advantage. RHONJ's cast has also mastered the art of leveraging social media without oversaturating it. Teresa's Instagram posts, Melissa's podcast appearances, and even Dolores' candid interviews ensure that fans remain engaged without feeling overwhelmed by constant drama. By contrast, some housewives from other cities have overexposed themselves, diluting their on-screen personas. The Jersey spin on nostalgia. In a media landscape where nostalgia reigns supreme, RHONJ's return to its roots plays a significant role in its staying power. Viewers who watch Teresa flip a table in season 1 can't help but feel invested in her evolution. The inclusion of recurring guest appearances by fan favorites like Jacqueline Lorita and Caroline Manzo fuels this sentiment. Season 14's teaser trailer, featuring a cryptic lunch between Teresa and Jacqueline, sent ripples through the Bravo community. A franchise-wide crossroads. As RHONJ charts its path forward, Bravo executives face difficult decisions about the franchise's future. Rumors of a massive overhaul loom large, with talk of bringing in younger casts or reformatting the shows to emphasize aspirational lifestyles over interpersonal feuds. Interestingly, RHONJ's producers seem to have taken a hybrid approach. Season 14 introduces new cast members with ties to the established stars, ensuring that fresh blood enters the mix without alienating longtime fans. Rachel Fuda, who debuted in Season 13, returns with more prominence, her sharp wit and entrepreneurial flair resonating with younger viewers. Viewer retention strategies. One key to RHONJ's relative success lies in its ability to adapt. While the early seasons thrived on explosive confrontations, the current tone is more nuanced. Themes like mental health, parenting, and second chances find their way into storylines, giving the show a contemporary relevance. Another factor is the franchise's embrace of multi-platform storytelling. Bravo's decision to release exclusive bonus clips online, coupled with weekly after-show episodes featuring cast reflections, keeps fans engaged even between episodes. This strategy is particularly effective in retaining viewers who prefer streaming over live TV. The road ahead. Despite its comparative stability, RHONJ is not immune to the challenges facing the broader Housewives universe. Season 14's mid-season slump, a predictable dip in ratings after the premiere, will test the show's staying power. Whether viewers stick around will depend largely on how the season's central conflicts play out. Teresa and Melissa's feud, while compelling, risks fatigue. Fans have called for resolution or reinvention, and the show's producers will need to strike a balance between closure and continuing intrigue. Additionally, fresh cast dynamics must prove their worth to ensure long-term engagement. Conclusion. RHONJ Season 14's performance may not be a ratings juggernaut, but in the context of the Real Housewives franchise's overall decline, its stability is a minor victory. By remaining true to its roots while embracing strategic evolution, the show demonstrates a blueprint for navigating an evolving entertainment landscape. As the Bravo universe grapples with changing viewer habits, RHONJ's resilience offers a glimmer of hope. Whether it can sustain this momentum remains to be seen. But for now, the show's ability to weather the storm proves that Jersey, for all its chaos, is built to last.